What's up, everybody? 2 times in 1 day. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? I'm excited for today's show. We've been talking with our man JoVu for a while about doing something like this, so I'm excited to get him on to talk about his project. First and foremost, though, let's just I feel like we need to a deep threat called this out in the chat just a second ago in the Discord. I apologize. And I feel like we need to share this video just to sum up just to sum up Top Shot's challenge situation today. This is ridiculous. Yeah, what are we doing? What are we doing here? Just like a complete fumble-rooski. Absolutely hilarious. We can talk about that a little bit later, but I just needed to get that out of the way because I assume anybody tuning in right now is mid-conniption based on everything that's happening in the challenge streets. But let's do this. I'm really excited to bring on from the OG days, JoVu. Our man was even making Top Shot content for a little bit, some Zed content for a little bit, doing it all. JoVu, thanks for coming on, man.
Hey,
how are you?
Doing good. Thank you for having me on.
Yeah, thanks for being here, dude.
I've not been on stream or video for quite a long time.
Yeah, I'm sure. Life has been a little hectic, right?
Yeah. Just moved. So I'm on Pacific Coast now.
You just moved?
Yeah, a few months ago.
Ooh, so you went from East Coast to West Coast?
Yeah.
Nice. How's the change been?
Pretty good. I didn't think I would get cold so easily.
Yeah.
Thinking being in the middle of the desert, you would get you'd be used to the cold, but I think I've gotten soft already.
Yeah, or it took a couple months and that's it. Now you're soft?
Yeah, apparently. I didn't think that was gonna happen. I'm wearing a jacket in my house, so
that's great. So I guess why don't you I know your project's called the League, right?
NFT League.
Yep. NFT League. Why don't you talk to us a little bit about like where this came from, the development side of things, and just kind of give us a crash course.
The quick rundown is it's a DFS style NFT fantasy league, meaning you are allowed to trade and buy and sell all your NFT athletes. Mm-hmm. Whereas if you were doing it in your own fantasy league, you only got about a dozen or so other people that you're playing against, where it really limits you in terms of who you get to trade with. My trade deadline, my fantasy league is coming up in 5 days, and I don't really got a lot of options available. But with the NFT league, you got everybody within the community that can, you negotiate whether it's for a trade up or a buying and selling your NFT athletes.
Yeah. So now
big one coming up. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
Well, the big finale at the end of the year is a Bored Ape that my partner has put up as a prize pool. Yeah. So in order to get into that contest, you have to win first place in one of the weekly contests.
Okay.
And there's a grand prize at the end of the year for a Bored Ape that he's giving up, which is pretty cool.
Wow, that is a pretty hefty first place.
Yeah.
That's wild. I'm here while we continue to talk about it. I'm just going to share screen so we can see the homepage there. So this is the NFTLeague.io.
Yep.
So talk to me a little bit. Like, is this specifically for football?
Right now, we're doing football.
Okay.
I would love to do basketball next year, actually.
Yeah.
And we have a dev that is a big basketball guy, so he is looking forward to that part. And nice. I really can't wait for that one too. That's gonna be fun to do.
One of the things that I had a question about, because I saw in reading about a lot of stuff, I think I saw it on your Twitter, is you mentioned the dynasty aspect of it.
Yeah. So these players carry over.
Okay.
So if you were to get, for example, the quarterback from the LA Chargers, you've got a guy that you can play every single week for the entirety of his career.
Wow.
So yeah. So if you were to get someone who's younger, who might not be valuable at the moment, or maybe injured, like the Jacksonville Jaguars running back, then you can also still have value holding on to them.
Now, is it similar to, because I know you've spoken with the OTM guys who run the TOC, which we do content around. Is it similar to that in the sense that if like are you drafting individual or drafting?
You're drafting individual players.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that there's in like the mint process, right? Are you, so like like, could you get the Chargers backup quarterback?
No. So what we did was we actually created the player pool of the top 100 players.
Mm-hmm.
So we made sure that whoever you mint, because it is an individual person or player, we want that person to have some sort of fantasy relevancy, whether it's this year or next.
Gotcha.
So it's important that, we make the changes. I believe we took a few players out given their injury.
Okay.
And maybe lower or increase the amount of chance of getting some of the other players instead.
Mm-hmm.
In the beginning of the year, Barkley would have been a higher one, but maybe not as valuable now. So we did factor that in when we adjusted the player pool.
Nice. So it's okay. And then is it the player pool that's created now? That won't be tweaked one way or the other, like from here on out. The only reason the reason I was thinking, right, is like Cleveland Browns is a good example, or even the New England Patriots this past week, right, where Damian Harris didn't play and then Ramondre Stevenson scored like 3 touchdowns or whatever it was.
Yeah. The player pool is locked for the drop as of yesterday. And
cool.
But if there was a player to change a team, like Odell Beckham, for example, we are able to change that at any point, whether it's this week, next week, or next year. So we're able to change the metadata for each individual player, whether they change their jersey or even their position or where they're playing. That way you can identify it. We are allowed to go in and change that, which is a pretty cool feature to have.
Yeah, absolutely. That is nice that you can make adjustments like that instead of having to grab like either that card becoming or that NFT becoming obsolete or whatever.
That is actually the old image. I believe if you scroll down, you might be able to see the new ones.
Let's see.
Down a little more. There you go.
Here. Nice.
That's what they look like now.
Awesome. So when you mint, like, so, and I saw the mint price is 0.04. When you mint, is that getting you one?
That's getting you one. Yeah.
Okay.
One random player, which will look exactly like what you see there. We also have point multipliers on the top right-hand corner.
Yep.
That just allows you to be able to another level of gameplay, especially if you have the same player.
Right.
Having a 1.5x Baltimore tight end is more valuable than maybe a 1.2, Kansas City tight end.
And so is that like based on rarity? Is that like a rarity trait, or is the
it is a rarity trait? Yeah.
Okay. So because I know you referenced the Baltimore tight end having 1.5. Are there Kansas City 1.5 tight ends as well? Okay. Yeah.
There is. It's all percentage based. I believe it's like 1.5% chance of getting, or maybe 2.5.
Yeah.
It's a very small chance. There might be a few that might not even have one. So it's not guaranteed that every player gets a 1.5. It's all just randomly generated, which is pretty. I don't know how many 1.5s there are.
That is pretty nice. Now I was looking at the contest a little bit too. So there's 3. You're running 3 contests here. It says, which different like prizes. Take us through the contest a little bit.
There are 3 contests every week.
Mm-hmm.
The payouts actually are straight. If you just go up a little bit, you'll see the payouts. So that's for the rookie contest is a 2-player contest where the point multipliers do not apply.
Okay.
It's also 2 flex. So if you don't have a quarterback on your roster, you're able to just play 2 of whatever position that you want.
Mm-hmm.
The All Pro is very similar to the Hall of Fame one. The only difference is that for All Pro, the points multipliers don't apply either.
Okay.
And then the highest payout would be the Hall of Fame one, which is 3/4 of an ETH.
So there we go, right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. So 0.75 for first.
Yeah. and then the first place winner of each of those contests every week ends up in the finals and week 17. So you're only competing with maybe a dozen or so people if you get it to the if you get to the finals, you're only competing with about a dozen or so other people for it. For that's probably like $250,000.
Yeah, Jesus.
That's a big one.
That is pretty nuts. So all right, a couple more questions that I had just looking at it. So it's 0.04 for one, and the minimum of these that you would need to compete in the challenge is 2, correct?
Yeah.
And in order to compete in the main ones, you would need 4. Is that right?
4. Yep.
And then the other thing I wanted to ask too, like they're completely random, right? So
Yeah.
you don't know if you are minting.
Yeah, we thought about doing packs, but we felt that it would just be more fun to give people the chance to just keep going, just trying to get, as many players as they want. The biggest thing for us is because this is a dynasty league, and you can use these players for the foreseeable future, for as long as we can possibly imagine, especially if it's a young player.
Right.
We felt that the opportunity especially to get in early and build your team and your bench and also hold value for those over time is something that we wanted to allow people the freedom to mint as many as they can. That way they can really build a team instead of just a lineup.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I guess that's, but it's all based on like how lucky you get in the randomization of it all, right? Because if
also, at the same time, it's the top 100, so you're not, there's only maybe, I don't even know if there's a Jets player in our pool,
Yeah.
I don't think any of the quarterbacks made the cut for the Jets. So
For the Jets,
whoever you do mint, they are the top 100 and they have fantasy relevance in today's game.
Yeah. Is there a list of that? Is there a list of that?
There is. It actually should be on the site. We posted the full list. Actually, it might be on the Discord too.
Okay. That's okay. We don't have to get into it right now. I was just curious. I was just thinking, like, if I don't know if Ben Roethlisberger is somebody at the top 100 or like Tom Brady, right? Where like Tom Brady might be really fun for this year, but then you're also getting someone in their mid to late 40s.
Yeah. What we did for retired players is that if a player were to retire, you actually get the ability to retire or burn that NFT. That actually gives you a free mint into the rookie drop.
Okay.
So, and that one also will be curated. So, whatever rookie that has fantasy relevance would be the ones that you're able to mint next year. So if you were to get a guy like Mark Ingram, or even a Tom Brady, it doesn't really matter how their career ended. It's, what they can actually, what rookie they can mint from it actually could be more valuable than the player itself.
Right. So you can burn and then you're not like minting. It wouldn't be like just signing up for the rookie draft, right? Like it's almost like a free rookie, right?
Yeah. It's kind of like a draft compensation.
Yeah. That makes sense. I
Completely
like that.
random. So it's whatever player that you mint. It could be, the Steelers running back, Najee Harris, for example. So who would you rather have? An old retired rookie, or Mark Ingram or Tom Brady, or maybe a young up and coming player that has a lot of potential in the future.
Yeah. So the drop is this week, correct? The 19th, is that right?
Friday, yeah. Friday is the public drop.
Friday's the public. Yeah. Did you already do the pre-sale drop?
That one is on Wednesday.
On Wednesday.
6:00 Eastern on Wednesday.
And we've got 5,000 total, so it's 5,000 of the top 100 players, right?
Yep. There's a list, so you actually know how many of each player there are.
Okay, cool. That's really cool.
There's a list. There's probably about a half dozen of the top tier number 1, 2 best players at each position.
Yeah.
We are actually working on a live simulated game so that you can use your NFT athletes in the off season.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So we are able to actually just run our own simulations at any given time too. So it's actually run like a game. So on Sunday, the lineups will close at 1, and then you actually will see the live simulated games as they're progressing. It's not like Monday morning you wake up and you're like, here's a bunch of numbers that we could have messed with, but these are actually, the numbers are simulated and you actually get to see them simulated.
That's pretty cool. That's simulating a Madden game.
Yeah. So then we'll be able to hold competitions to those. I want to do a March Madness style one. That'd be really cool.
That would be a lot of fun.
And then you can do it within your community too.
So that's really cool. You can build like a separate community for it.
Yeah. So you can create your own contests within your community or against other communities if you want. So it's really a platform for people to play is what we're trying to create here.
So, like, what are we in week 11, right? So is that
Yeah.
is the plan to is like this weekend, the first weekend of
Yeah.
games, or
Yeah. Week 11 is the first week of our contest. The devs had a little test run, which a lot of people seem to enjoy and tweet out their lineups.
Oh, cool.
It was really cool to see it. I really took many months to get to this point.
Yeah, I'm sure. What ended up being like one of the more challenging aspects of creating something like this?
Um, when it comes to NFTs, you have to plan every feature or utility ahead of time.
Hmm.
And for example, the ability to retire a token or NFT player is something that we would have to think of now.
Yeah.
It can't be, you can burn it and mint. And if by next year I had asked the dev, hey, can you make it so that it's a free mint? Like,
Mhm.
no, it's already written in the contract that you can do, X, Y, and Z.
Right.
So that was the biggest one is making sure, because it's not just a PFP or an art NFT anymore. It
Mhm.
actually has utility and players move. Having the ability to change the metadata was also something we had to figure out.
Yeah, definitely.
Making sure that people who set their lineups have their lineups, validated, so that come game day or come the deadline when the lineup's locked, that you actually have those NFTs still instead of selling it off.
Mhm.
So there's a lot of things that you had to do in order to prepare for really people being able to take advantage or get an edge, make it fair for everyone. Plus, the
Yeah.
art
No.
took quite a while for me. The art took a long time.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. Do
Yeah.
you have a pretty big team working on this with you?
No, it's five guys,
Wow.
5 dudes. Yeah, four of them all went to Penn State actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I live right down the. At one point, I lived right down the street from them. It was pretty
That's
cool.
so funny. I was gonna say, were these people you knew
No,
prior to? No, you met
no,
them through this.
I met them through the NFT League, but then only found out that we all lived so close to each other right afterwards.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah, it was a really small world.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty exciting, man. Congratulations
Thank you.
on getting it off the ground, because I know we were talking about it off air, but that's like a challenging thing to get all those ducks
Yeah,
in a row to launch something like that. And I
yeah,
know
and
for
then
what.
given the NFT market right now, it's not really the best time.
Yeah.
But the team felt like because everything's still in beta and which still wanted to fine tune and make everything look as clean as possible.
Yeah.
We felt that we were all comfortable launching it now and just seeing how it goes and growing and keep improving the product as we go along.
Yeah, one of the questions I had too. So, and I guess I could find this out by looking at the top 100.
Yeah.
I just are the quarterbacks going to end up being like the rarest of them? I'm just right because there's 32, but I don't know. Like you said, if the Jets didn't make a top 100, right? There's
Yeah.
probably less playable quarterbacks.
I believe it was 16% of the player pool.
16% of the player pool.
Something like that, yeah. I remember the running backs and wide receivers were each around 30.
Okay.
And then the tight end would be the fewest.
The fewest. Okay.
There's only a few of them. 10, if I remember.
Yeah,
correctly.
but the tight
I
ends
don't
like
have the final numbers because that is with my partners and the dev team.
Yeah.
So I was like, hey, you guys don't. My partner Ricky Sanders is the DFS. That's his job. It's just DFS content.
Yeah.
So I just left it to him. I'm like, here are the list of players and like the percentage that we need to hit.
Yeah.
And you can just plus and minus whatever you think and adjust it to the current condition, list.
Yeah. No, the reason I was asking about that is because
He's saying 30% of the pool is quarterbacks. Actually, he just
30%. But technically, a tight end is like considered a flex, right? On the way you build the lineups.
Required. Yeah,
right. So it's not required. Whereas a quarterback, it is required.
Yeah.
So because I was looking at it, right? So like in order to build the lineups, because I know the mint is 0.04, but it's probably 0.16 in order to, if you like hit a quarterback, to like field the team, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We also use NFT 2.0. It's NFT Trader, actually, .io.
Okay.
It's a really cool website where you can just trade NFTs amongst each other safely and securely.
Okay.
I think you just have to pay a tiny fee.
Yeah.
And I thought that was a really cool feature to have for us, given the fact that there is a lot of player movement amongst each other. And you can just go to the Discord and you can just, have some fun in the community, try and see you can get some trades done and build your team throughout the year and for the future. So it's a really cool feature to have.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see like what the traction is on trades and stuff, especially. I'm like trying to gauge what it will look like, the market will look like, and I do think like quarterbacks will be tough.
It's such a crazy market right now to be in.
Yeah,
that it's hard to tell.
I know it really is. Although it does seem like there was a little resurgence over the weekend. It seemed so. Hopefully the winter was short-lived, as they say.
Yeah, my kid's getting older now, so my weekends are all taken up.
Yeah. Also, there we go. Ricky Sanders. You spoke his name into existence, and he's here. Thanks for being here, Ricky. That's really exciting. Oh wait, how old's your kid now?
He just turned 3.
Wow.
He likes football.
Yeah.
Apparently. I try to get him to watch your shows and watch basketball. He's not a basketball dude. He's a football guy.
Also, I don't know if you need your 3-year-old watching the show. I think there's just too many F-bombs for 3-year-olds, I think.
Yeah. He actually is started to learn these things, so I need to be more careful.
Yeah, I know, all right? It happens quick.
Yeah.
All right, I want to make sure I get all of the official deets out there. So you have your pre-sale. Is pre-sale locked in right now?
It is.
Okay.
It is. It locked in over the weekend.
So pre-sale locked in over the weekend. We got a public date. Here we go, November 19th at 6 Eastern, 0.04. We'll go over the prizes one more time. Ricky also said, Joe hasn't even mentioned that if you mint just 2 NFT athletes, you qualify for a contest for a mutant ape. Oh, we talked about it. I'll go back over to the is it under lineups? No, it's not under lineups. Where was it? Here we go. Let's see it one more time. Where is it? There we go. The prize for the season winner will be awarded with
there's also board 8 that he's talking about if you go down.
Ooh, there it is. A special week 17 contest will be held for a chance to win the Mutant Ape, minting at least 2 NFT athletes, resulting in automatic qualification. Yeah. Oh, so that's not even a DFS qualifier.
This is another one. Yeah, this is the Mutant Ape one. I believe that's worth a couple ETH already as well.
Yeah, those got swept over the weekend.
I believe second place even gives you 1 ETH prize as well.
Wow.
But we
giving away a lot of ETH over here. We'd love to see it. We'd love to see it.
I wish I could keep some of it.
Yeah. Awesome, man.
Crazy looking at numbers. I mean, starting something like this is expensive, but yeah, Ricky says it's 6 right now.
6, yeah. I think it got swept up over the weekend.
Yeah. Good for you guys. Timed perfectly for us.
Right?
It just became more valuable.
That's awesome. Dude, well, thanks so much for coming on, man. Again, you've been around from the beginning, and it was cool to see you like branch out into content and then make something like this. It's pretty exciting, and it scratches the DFS itch in a different way, which I think is a lot of fun, and it's cool seeing people get innovative with like fantasy content and whatnot. So it's exciting, man.
Thank you.
Any last, like, if you needed to get one last hurrah out there for why people need to come in, I want to make sure we get the full pitch for you guys before we get you out of here.
Yeah, well, the idea came from really Madden. So Madden Ultimate Teams, you had to buy all your cards every single year.
Mm-hmm.
And throughout the whole year, every dollar you put in, you're not able to really recoup that and sell it back, right? Once they take your money, it's their money. You're pretty much stuck with game content, right?
Yeah.
And so next year you have to do it all over again. So that's where the biggest idea for me came from, which is when you mint these NFT athletes, you're able to play them in your weekly contest every single week. Mm-hmm. You're able to make stakes and be able to, pay an entry fee and do a prize pool in the simulated games in the future. And most importantly, you get all these players for the entirety of their career. So you can really build a team instead of a lineup and have bench players and be able to invest on these players, see them grow, see them gain value as they progress in their career. And hopefully that, equates to the value of your team that you're building.
Yeah, that was the thing that was exciting to me about it. I like the dynasty aspect of it all. If you are, I think it's a little scary if you get somebody who's a little bit older, but I like that you've created the burning feature so that you can.
Yeah.
Or I don't know if you're calling it burning, but basically the burning feature so
Yeah.
that you can then enter the rookie draft.
Well, you actually get a free one.
Right, right.
Which is even more valuable.
Yeah, which is pretty exciting. So it seems like you've like curbed some of the risk with that, which I think is cool. So
yeah, we are trying to figure out a way to add legendary players, legends, Hall of Famers into
there you go.
Simulator one. I created a fun one over the weekend.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, Barry Sanders.
There we go.
Sanders. It looks really cool.
There you go. I love that.
You got to go see it. It's a really cool one. I also did a Captain America one too for the hell of it. Yeah. There's some
That's
really
awesome.
cool looking NFT athletes that I did for fun. And that's what I'm really looking forward to as well. Is once this drop happens, I have to get on drop number 2 and be able to create the new art and get even better. Because if you like the NFT athletes now, what I have in store for art wise is pretty crazy.
Yeah. Wait, did you design the art?
Yeah.
Oh, nice, man. I didn't realize that. Congrats.
I didn't do any of the 3D stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't do any 3D stuff, but then all the costumes and the colors, I worked with the artist. And now that I've learned from him along the way, I'm able to just finish it and be able to just play around with it.
Very cool.
And my next project will be working on a one-on-one of the ape.
Whoa.
So an ape NFT athlete I want to do, and then give that out for the person who wins that prize too.
That's pretty exciting.
So maybe a team hold one.
There we go. Now we're talking.
We'll create one with that colorway. I got to do a reggae one for Ricky soon. So
there we go.
Team hold. Perfect time for Thanksgiving and fall color. So
I love it. For those in the chat and the people that watch it back, I'm dropping a link right now to their project so you can check out their website. I'm also going to drop a link for their Twitter to stay up to date with what's going on. And then I can also drop a link to the Discord. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put a link to the Discord in our Discord. I know you've shared it in there as well, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
But here we go.
We do want to do a giveaway too.
Oh yeah,
we can do something that on Discord.
Yeah, we can do it. We can organize one in the Discord. I love that.
I'll DM you.
Yeah.
Or I mean, we're giving you one, so you are able to just post it up.
There we go.
There we go. Have people click on the emoji and
I like
do all that Twitter Discord giveaway. So
I
we'll do one for the
we'll cook.
I'll talk to Ricky if we have more.
Yeah, let's cook, and we can cook that up for well, you know what? Why don't we could do it on Wednesday night too? Maybe we can pump it before and then maybe Wednesday night on the show or Thursday's show we can do it then, so it gives you a little more love.
Yeah. I haven't bought a Top Shot pack in forever.
Well, you're probably not missing much right now, JoVu.
I got the Dwayne Wade one. Is that
okay? Yeah, the fan. Yeah,
I haven't opened it yet.
Don't
something
just
vibe or something like that. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, vintage vibes. Just leave it closed. Leave it closed. Leave it closed.
I got some. Hold on, before you go, I need some Top Shot advice that I haven't looked at mine.
There we go.
Apparently, that guy from the Warriors pool.
Yeah.
Like, I just looked at his value one day. It's like a lot. I'm like, is he good? What happened?
Well, yeah, it's probably come back down a little bit. So 1, he is good. Jordan Poole is good. But 2, he was included in that Klay Thompson challenge.
That's why. Okay.
And so he pumped on his own, and then he pumped because of that. So I think he probably settled around like $40 or something. I haven't looked at him in a while, but he's been like legit good this year. He's been fun.
Are we able to sell our packs yet?
No. We're not able to sell our packs. We're not able to successfully do challenges without making 2 or 3 edits from Top Shot. I would say it's been a rough week. Rough week in the Top Shot. Whatever though, it's fine. I mean, whatever.
It's a long time. It has its ups and downs. I have base set series 2, release number 28.
There you
29,
go.
30,
okay.
31.
Whoa.
32.
Holding.
33, 34, 35, and 36.
There we go. So is the plan to hold those until we can start shipping those on the market?
I don't know. I don't even know what's in them. It's been so long. I mean, I bought those forever ago. I don't know what Series 2 base set we ended on.
Yeah.
But I got, what is that? 9, 1, 3. Oh, I also have 28. Yeah. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Wow.
8 or 9 in a row.
Wow. Yeah, you just hold wait, and then you can ship it. You can ship it in the once the marketplace, whenever that happens, you and Greg both can sit there and just flip them all.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. We'll see. All right. Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, man, of course. Keep us posted. We'll update the Discord on the giveaway, and yeah, good luck, man. I appreciate you coming on. And
I just realized I thought UFC Top Shot would be out by now.
yeah,
I remember that was discussed.
Yeah, UFC's not out, NFL's not out, La Liga's not out.
But like that was discussed. And I remember watching your show and we all had signed up for it when it announced and we were excited.
Yeah.
In the spring.
Yeah, that was
months ago.
Months ago, baby. It was months ago. That's how listen. I feel we're all like hurry up and wait mode. I think it's gonna be fine. It's a little annoying right now. I get it.
Yeah.
Oh man.
All right. Thank you so
dude.
much.
Yeah. Best of luck with the drop, and we'll talk soon. All right.
Yep. Thanks.
All right. We're out of here. Thank you again to JoVu for coming on today. That was a blast. It was good to hear more about it. Again, I'm gonna drop the link to the site one more time so you can see it. You can see it. Go get in there. They're giving away apes. They're giving away mutants. They're like, there's so many things happening in there. And we love it. We absolutely love it. And it's just good to see OG people come on. And I'm ending the show. Dustin's trying to come on. I fucking blocked Dustin from the chat because I told him I had to go. What do you want? What do you want?
Just come in and say, hey, look, it was a really good show. I got in some questions at the end and you're like, we got to go. I know you got places to be, but I know you got to get out of here. There was a player who returned and let's get out of here.